We are learning the Sefer Pituchei Chotam. We are back in the HAFTR Studio Lab. Big thank you to Zach Newmark and to Caleb Gasner. We are learning the Sefer Pituchei Chotam from Rabi Yakov and it is Parshas Achrei. Now, it's always interesting when Parshas Achrei comes out. Now, it's like, the beginning of Achrei, you're reading it, and you're basically reading about the Avodah of the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kipur. But it's like after Pesach, so it's like a little weird, when it's not Yom Kippur time. It was okay, that's the way the Parsha comes out, but it's not just a coincidence, obviously. Every time we read in the Torah, what we read has a hashpah, has an influence on our life and on the week. That means if we're reading about Achrei, and we have been reading about it, at least here in Chutz La'aretz, for a few weeks now, there's a special aura, there's an opportunity, there's an aura of teshuvah, being able to tap into the energy of Yom Kippur. Yeah, now in the middle of the spring, we can tap into the energy of Yom Kippur when the Balkari is going to read for us Parshas Achrei. He's going to talk about the Avodah of the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur. He's going to talk about Ki Bayom Hazeh Yichaper Aleichem. We can tap into this opportunity now to have the kapara of Yom Kippur, because what's read in the Torah has an influence on the Zman that it's read. So let's learn some of the remazim Rabi Yakov finds in the Kriya for Achrei to the Avodah of Yom Kippur and the Tshuva process as a whole. So we're told, Ki Bayom Hazeh Yichaper Aleichem. On this day, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us atonement, l'tar eschem, to purify you, mikol chateiseichem, from all of your averes, lifnei Hashem titaru. So the first thing we have to remember is that if we want to get kapara, we need to do teshuvah. Yom Kippur is awesome, but it comes along with teshuvah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises us kapara, but we must do teshuvah. We got to atone, and that's what the pasuk here is telling us. Ki vayem hazeh. You have to be mikol chateiseichem, from all of your averes lifnei Hashem titaru. You have to do tshuva. You got to purify yourself before Kadosh Baruch Hu. And when you do that, then you get kapara. It's very simple. You do tshuva, you get kapara. It's fantastic. Kadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want us to live in misery. He wants us to have tshuva. He wants us to feel pure. He wants us to feel clean. And all it takes for us is teshuva. Now, Ki Bayom Hazeh Yichaper. An integral part of the day of Yom Kippur is that remorseful, that feeling, the hargeshim. And most people, I think, at some point during the day, you cry. And that's a meaningful expression. The Rashi Tevis of the words Ki Bayom Hazeh Yichaper, the Rashi Tevis spelled Bechia, crying, because an integral ingredient to the day is tears, is crying. But we don't want that crying to be, misafel achutz, superficial. It's got to be Ki Bayom Hazeh Yichaper, the Seifei Tevis, the last letter of each word. Yemaher is the gematria of 255, which is the same as vidoy and charata. Vidoy is an expression expressing our remorse. Charata is the feeling of regret that we have for the things that we did. When you have vidoy, and that comes along with the energy of charata, of that regret, and you express that with bechi, with tears, that brings kapara. Ki vayom, the two words, Ki vayom, the Rashi Tevis Chaf and Beis is 22. And you'll recall from Yom Kippur, and some people say it every day, Yashamnu Bagadnu is a tefillah of teshuvah, that's based on the 22 letters of the Aleph Beis, because when a person does the wrong thing, it doesn't just affect one area of his life, it actually affects his whole life. It affects the whole gamut of Yiddishkeit. That's the Aleph Beis, Aleph through Taf. So we have the 22 letters. Ki Vayom is a remes to the 22 letters of the Aleph Beis, and that's the tefillah of Hashem Bagadnu. What this brings us to, what we're looking to get through our teshuvah, through our bechia, through our shamnus, through our tefillas, vida and charata, we're looking to get mechila, slicha, and kapara. That's like the key. Mechila, Kadosh Baruch Hu forgives us all types of forgiveness. So we have it in this pasuk. This one pasuk is maramis to Yechaper Aleichem L'tar Eschem. Yechaper, we have kapara. And more than that, we're looking for mechila. Mechil we find in the Rashi Tevis, Mikol Chatei Sechem Lefnei Hashem Titaru. You see the Rashi Tevis are Mechilas. And if you take the Seifei Tevis, the last letter of each word, Yechapar Alechem Latar Eschem, Mikoil is 510, and that's the same as Beslichos. So if you have the emotion, the bechias, the vidu, the charata, be'ezus Hashem Kadosh Baruch Hu tells us you'll get mechila slicha and kapara. What happens in Yom Kipur? Yom Kipur and Eschem Mikol. Eschem is Rashi Tevis, Kippur Aser Tashma Shamita, the Inuyim of Yom Kippur. And Mikol is Rashi Tevis, Mis'anin Leile Kiyome. It's the fast that we do night and day. Be'ezus Hashem. This Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Achrei, in middle of the spring, let's tap into the energy of Yom Kippur. Find some time to feel little charata, change our lives, count Sfira, let's get to Matan Torah, let's come with Tahara. Have a great Shabbos.